Welcome back to Daily Dose of Hebrew Weekend Editions. Today we will look at 1 Samuel 3:19. Let's read the Hebrew together here and then look at the translation. Vayigdal Shemuel, Vadonai haya imo, velo hipil mikol devaraiv artsa. For an overall translation, before we get into it too deeply here, we have this: Then Samuel became great, and the Lord existed with him, and he did not cause to fall from any of his words to the ground. Now that's super wooden there. This final clause could be smoothed out as, and he, the Lord there is the subject, and he did not let fall any of his words, Samuel's words, to the ground. Now, the verse opens with the Vav consecutive on the call imperfect 3ms of Gadal, Gimel, Dalet, Lamed, to become great here. This verb often carries the idea of growing up, and so many English translations will say, and Samuel grew, as in a maturing kind of manner. Now, Samuel here is the subject of the verb, and so we get, and Samuel became great. Now, the next clause is a nominal clause, now highlighting the Lord's work. The Lord here is explicit. Haya is the call perfect 3ms of the root haya, to exist. And the English gets rendered here best as a to-be verb, a copulative verb. The Lord was with him. Keep in mind, however, that Hebrew does not have a to-be verb, and so this is technically the Lord existed with him. That's just a slight nuance that I prefer, but the English is certainly better. The Lord was with him. Notice the dagesh here in imo, and that indicates an original triliteral root with a geminated mem. So we have ayin, mem, mem as the original root. And when we add the suffixes to our dictionary item im, we see this dagesh exposed. Again, evidence of an original triliteral root. And the next clause continues with Adonai as the subject. Notice how far forward the Athanach fell in this verse. The Athanach segment tells us something about Samuel, but then the rest of the verse tells us something about the Lord, introduced by the nominal clause initiator Adonai here, or Yahweh. So hipil here is the hifil perfect 3ms of nafal, nun, pei, lamed, and it has the Lord as the subject. And he, the Lord, and he did not cause to fall, or he did not let fall. Notice the dagesh in the pei here. That is the nun of the root, nun gimel dalet. Nun pei lamed. I was looking at a different one. The R1 nun, when in a silent schwa position, will assimilate into the next root letter as a dagesh forte. Now, the min preposition here is functionally marking the direct object of hipil, or what the Lord didn't let fall. Now, while it seems odd to say he did not let fall from all his words, that is indeed good Hebrew. The smoothed out English, we could say, and he, the Lord, did not let any of his words fall. And he, the Lord, did not let any of his, Samuel's, words fall. The final word here is an accusative of place, indicating where the words may have fallen if the Lord had let them fall. The kametz hey on the end of eretz here is an unaccented kametz hey, and that means that it's an accusative hey, or what you may call a directional hey. A feminine singular ending kametz hey would be an accented kametz hey. And notice here that the saluk has moved forward to the first syllable, leaving the kametz hey in an unaccented syllable. So this directional hey is where we get the idea of to the ground. So the final clause in full is, and he, the Lord, did not let any of his words, Samuel's words, fall to the ground. That will do it for today. Hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, shalom.